Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, Big 13.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Back.
Now Joe Mixon fighting him off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On one, ready? 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Mixon with a first down carry. 45. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. The gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that lines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The give is to Elliott. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Getting your back quarterback involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Open man is Higgins. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the delay, it's Mixon running right through it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon from a yard out, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and inches, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Prescott now. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To the air again, Prescott. We'll go underneath here to Elliott. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll He'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, check.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now Burrow on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Fighting off the defender. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
8 yards to go on second down. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the option, here's Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chewo punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerla. And now for the PAT. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, 3rd quarter. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review the play,
so that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch, a signal for and taken. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Just a yard to go here on second down. To throw is Prescott. They don't hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down at 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looking to pass. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 9, 27 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Dak. And this one too low. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. To throw, Prescott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.